means for me to survive all my open heart surgeries and even to cope with Parkinson's, honestly speaking, has been all the support I've had from friends and family.
Winning or losing, the fact when I step up to that table, I have defied the odds to be where I'm at today. I don't believe in losing. I mean, or winning for that matter. It's not even about that because, you know, I wasn't expected to survive any of my heart surgeries, and I wasn't expected to live, you know, past my infancy, you know, at the age of 1 or even the age of 2 at the most. But life for me has been about defying the odds, and no matter what, in that sense, I've already won.
I would do anything to have the privilege of being a husband and the privilege of being a father. And right now, I have 2 little girls.
You know, for inspiring me to do what I do in life and not feeling upset or depressed that I have this stuff inside me. You know, it adds to our uniqueness.
There you go. You know, my hands aren't shaking at all right now with the Parkinson's. I guess the more you play table tennis, it's just the way it affects the brain as I'm hitting. Of course, now, you can see the tremors coming back a little bit. You can see the handshake, but while I'm playing, there's just something about table tennis. It seems to control the symptoms. I'm quite surprised.
So I saw him at Ping Pong Summer and at the club, and then he approached me for lessons, and I started coaching him. That's how I got to know him. He started off being very backhand oriented, very weak forehand, and backhand wasn't that great either. So we started working on. He actually, because of the Parkinson's, he actually is better with hard bat a lot of times because it's a nice crisp stroke and it allows him to hit the ball more cleanly, and it helps, especially when he warms up. So we did a lot of hard bat playing. Later, we actually went to long pips on the backhand when he plays against sponge players. So he actually sometimes will use long pips on the backhand and short pips on the forehand when he plays sponge players.
Good coaching, my technique has been able to improve to the point now where I don't even feel like I have Parkinson's when I play. I feel perfectly fine and perfectly normal. And maybe that just has something to do with the fact that the brain is so preoccupied with table tennis at the speed that the ball's moving. Maybe it doesn't have time to do the Parkinson thing and cause my hands to shake. When I was a kid growing up in the 70s, the $6 Million Man was always my favorite TV show. At that point in time, I had 2 open heart surgeries. As a kid, I said to myself, God, I wish I was bionic, and, you know, having mechanical stuff inside me just like Steve Austin. And the irony there is that who would have thought that decades later my wish would come true. Open heart surgery number 4, I was 19 years old. That's when I got the mechanical stuff implanted in me. And when I was engaged to be married to my wife back in 2001, September 20th, 9 days after 9/11, that's when I had my 5th open heart surgery. And they had to remove my mechanical stuff, put some new mechanical stuff in there because of an aortic aneurysm, and wound up putting an electronic pacemaker. So I got my wish. I had the mechanical and I had the electronic. The pacemaker is great because occasionally I get to go in for software downloads and feel cybernetic, so, and not too many people can say that. And it's, you know, the only thing it's lacking is the cool Bionic sounds, but, you know, hey, I can live without that. So this character taught me that it's okay to be different. You know, don't look at all this stuff that's happened to me as, you know, me being a freak or anything like that. It's, you know, we're all unique in our own ways. And this has allowed me to be alive. It's allowed me to be a good husband and a good father to my children. You know, I'm very blessed in that sense. I had a chance to work with the folks on the Paralympic program, and they observed me play. They did a medical evaluation for me, and I went through what they call classification, which basically what that means is, am I qualified to be part of the Paralympic program, and under what specific classification number, or, you know, in terms of the disability, where do I fall under in that classification system? So with the Parkinson's, interestingly enough, it was determined, I did qualify first of all, And it was determined that I'm the first Parkinson's athlete in history to have Parkinson's as the qualifying disability to compete in the para program. So now I am eligible to compete, hope to compete in at least one international event this year. However, I will need to self-pay, so now comes the big thing, because I cannot afford on my own to pay that much money, to hopefully find sponsors here in the US that would be willing to send the first Parkinson's athlete in history to their first international tournament.
He played a long time ago, but he was like an advanced baseball player. He was not, this advanced baseman that when I started coaching him. It was mostly just keep the ball in play type of thing.
Coach Larry's given me some great advice with this style of play. Just trying to be as aggressive as I can. Go for the corners.
He's trying to beat the very people, a lot of people who used to beat him really bad, he's now beating them.
I've had the opportunity to hit with Larry for the last few minutes, and my Parkinson symptoms all seem to go away. The muscle stiffness was definitely gone. The reflexes, of course, table tennis has greatly helped improve my reflexes. Typically with Parkinson's you move slower, and that wasn't the case. And of course the hand tremors, it was just amazing. Just now, I don't think my hands shook at all.
And honestly, I think that it's how fast the ball moves. I mean, during rallies, that ball can move upwards of speeds of 100 miles an hour. That ball is moving so fast, your brain has to comprehend everything at that speed. And you may hit the ball to me at a certain type of spin. My brain has to say, okay, well, what side of the table do I want to hit it to? Do I want to hit top spin, back spin, side spin, whatever? That helps the brain. Improving my reflexes beyond belief. The other day I was getting something from the pantry, and one of my little girl's sippy cups, the plastic cups, fell off the refrigerator, and it was falling from my peripheral side. I could see it, but I was staring straight ahead, and I just did this motion. I kind of felt like one of those ancient martial arts masters. I just quickly caught it and said to myself, God, that's table tennis. That's something about it has improved my reflexes, and I love to return smashes that play close to the table, and that has to be it. And it's a blessing to play this game. It's the difficult times in life and how you choose to deal with it that shape and define you. And I consider all the health issues I've had to be a blessing, because it has taught me to love life even more, and hopefully to inspire people to stay positive. And now with the Paralympic program too, that's a dream come true to represent your country. And I hope to inspire more Parkinson's people to take up the game, because I am living testament to the fact that table tennis has helped my Parkinson's. I definitely see hope for people like myself with Parkinson's that are looking to get into some kind of physical activity, but up until now they just haven't found anything. Give table tennis a try, see if it works. Of course, get the approval of your doctor first, but again, I'm a living testament to the fact that this can work, provided you put the time into it.